There's a new sneak peek of Wonder Woman where we see more about her relationship with Steve Trevor and Themyscira. Let's take a look.
Have you never met a man before? What about your father?
I had no father. I was brought to life by Zeus.
Right.
The gods made the Amazons to restore peace to the world. And it's what I'm going to do.
Well, that's neat.
Oh, damn, did you see Ares? No, he's not in there. This is largely, I would say, old footage. However, we do learn two things in this. Number one, they changed Wonder Woman's origin. Hippolyta made her out of clay, not Zeus.
Oh, of course.
Two, I think what they're going for in this tone is to show you this will not be joyless like other DC movies. So good.
I'm looking a lot forward to that concept. I hope they double down on
nice
how the movie will be fun and funny
and enjoyable.
Yeah,
and just not dragging on until an inexplicable plot point about Martha. So with this, I think to me, I have been disappointed by the Batman and Superman.
We've all been hurt, yeah.
Yeah, we've all been hurt, except for people in the comments who will point out how terrible I am for hating these movies. I think this is my last chance for DC. Movies. If this one has the same problems as the old one, I have no hope for Justice League, none. And I love the idea of Justice League and the characters in the DC pantheon because that is what I grew up with. I do have a nostalgic connection that would make me forgive faults, but that only lasts to a point if you enjoy facts.
Isn't it weird how DC is not seem to be learning from their own mistakes or even learning from the successes of the Marvel franchises? Like they've heard like movie after movie, hey, these movies are 1, too dark and gritty and depressing. 2, the scripts are kind of weak. 3, you don't really understand the characters. You changed too much and like Superman would never do that.
Superman would never do so much of that.
So like I get that you're a writer, you're a director, you're a producer, you can put your own thumbprint on it, but these are the reasons your movies were not critical successes.
I mean, when we look back at that leak from, or alleged leak from a WB employee that was talking about the inner workings, it looked like it was just too many cooks. It's just too many people in the studios who believe that they know best, that what they're doing is right, that it needs to have all these different requirements met by different people who aren't creative people, and that's what happened. And it could be, it's plausible. I still don't know how verifiable that so-called leak was, but it makes sense, which is the root of people believing it at all.
And the story about the Wonder Woman movie before it was a real thing was that Warner Brothers and DC weren't confident that a female headlined film could be as big a success as a Batman or Superman movie was.
I think they're still not confident because as you may have realized in the past week, as many sites have pointed out, other YouTube channels have pointed out, that there hasn't been that much marketing for Wonder Woman. No. If you didn't know, it's out on June 2nd. June 2nd, a month away.
Yeah.
You remember during the Suicide Squad, it was everywhere. Batman v Superman, everywhere. Wonder Woman, where is it? Put it out there. Don't just, this teaser was in Gotham.
This is your last chance to get Kim to keep watching your movies.
Yeah.
Don't squander this.
Don't you want $12 from me?
Again and again.
Yeah, it's hard to watch.
People like these properties. People love the DC characters. They love that universe. They have nothing but high hopes for a Justice League movie. Now, there's not been a whole lot in the universe building cinematic type thing that DC and Warner Brothers have really shown me that they're gonna do a real good job, but I still want them to.
Yeah, no, the thing is you want them to do a good job, which is what makes it that much more heartbreaking and disappointing when it's not good or when it just makes no sense and you can see how it could have made sense. I have a controversial opinion, which was that by their merit alone, just comics, I think DC is better than Marvel. But Marvel's movies have just blown away DC movies, which shows that you can do so much with, if you have the right creative choices, you can do a lot. to make your characters, marquee characters. Who knew Doctor Strange 15 years ago?
Right? Like if Marvel can put faith in Doctor Strange and the Guardians of the Galaxy, like anything's on the table. Like anything goes in the DC universe. Like we're doing a story on Injustice 2 in a little bit, and there's lots of like really oddball characters.
I like it though.
Those oddball characters work really well on the TV shows that they're on. I mean, Flash and Supergirl are huge successes.
Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow and Arrow these days not so much anymore, but like if those are your testing grounds, like this stuff is working, keep doing it. Like
for sure.
Feel free to take risks. I'm afraid this movie is going to be compared to the first Captain America movie, the time period piece, fighting Germans, that sort of thing.
World War I, Fish Out of Water.
It's not a super fair comparison to make, but it's going to happen. And people had compared Wonder Woman to Thor because of the Greek, the mythological element. Thank you. So I don't know how DC is taking those particular comparisons to heart and whether or not they'll learn from the lessons of those two franchises, which are in no way perfect, but fun and enjoyable and very successful in the box office.
Well, I mean, if we're looking at the teaser as a watermark alone, I think it's positive. I really hope they continue to put out more clips and more marketing. I don't think they will. But I did like that it showed, hey, it's a little bit lighter this way. Hey, she's got a brightly colored costume. There's lots of colors going on at Themyscira, and there's a contrast. And look, we're showing how stupid conventional society is through her eyes. I like those ideas. I really hope they go over well. Audience, do you think Wonder Woman is going to be a success? And do you think the DC cinematic universe is going to be a success? Let us know below, and please like and subscribe for more.